You talk a little bit about the pressure defense you guys are running, you know, defending the backcourt with your bigs, defending the inbound after a made basket. Do the guys enjoy playing that? Can you sense other teams don't like it as much? And are you where you want to be playing that type of defense?
Well, hopefully, our guys, I think our guys enjoy it. I don't think our guys understood the amount of work that had to be put into that and the level of conditioning we needed to be at. I don't know if we understood that, but I think now that we are in good condition, really good condition, I think our guys have embraced it and they realize it. It is a fun way to play. In terms of the other team, I mean, like we always talk to our guys, do what we do. Do what we do. So I think our guys definitely have taken ownership of it, and I think we'll begin to take even more ownership as we continue to progress.
How hard is it on the bigs? I mean, Malik and Marquise and Noah have to guard that inbound and run down the court.
But they all don't do it. And see, here's the other thing. If you don't have a guy on your roster that's good at it, you can't do it. And we haven't had that guy. So all the bigs aren't suited to play that role. It's that guy that's pretty agile, can move his feet, and that way. And because they're equipped to do it, they like doing it.
Does it tire them out fast?
Well, you get a little more tired, yeah.
For just people who haven't seen Oakland, what type of team will they bring in here tomorrow?
Oakland, they have everyone on the floor can score. They average 86 points a game, but when you watch them play, they're not just, it's not a mad dash, first one to 100 wins. It's not like that. At times, they're even methodical in the half court, but it's just that when they get their opportunities, they capitalize. 75% as a team from the foul line, 40% from three as a team, 46% as a team from the field. So they're just very, very efficient. And you know, they have some guys that have transferred, that have played in big games before, so they're a little old. And then their point guard Felder, 24 points a game, 9 assists a game. He is just a crafty guy that he reminds me of guys that when I was younger, you play against these guys in these recreation leagues, these older men, and you were faster than them, you could jump higher than them, and you could never beat them because they just knew how to play. They just knew how to get you looking that way, and then they take off that way, you know? He's like that, and their team is kind of like that. They just know how to play. They're well coached. They play, I think they're 75, 76 possessions, and they only turn the ball over 12 times a game. That's pretty good. And they're scoring 86 points a game, and the ball's in his hand a lot. So they're going to be an opponent unlike any opponent we face this year, because of their ability to put points on the board in such an efficient manner.
Their rotations maybe only 7 guys deep as far as how many guys are bringing in, is kind of keeping your foot on the gas and continuing to push the tempo. Going to be a big emphasis.
But it doesn't matter who that opponent will be, it's going to be the same emphasis for us. We're going to try to push it regardless who we play. So we played TCU and Montana, they play more deliberate. We play the same way as we would play against a team that's trying to push it.
You've had some pretty good shot blockers, intimidators here in recent times. What does Malik do that's special that can put him in that category?
He rarely is the first jumper. He has the ability to stay on his feet and not leave his feet until you release the ball. Because of his wingspan, he's able to reach up there and get it there, and he has great timing. You don't leave your feet, you have a 7'5" wingspan, and you can jump, and you have great timing, you're probably going to be a pretty good shot blocker. And that's what he is.
How impressive is that just for a guy who never picked up a basketball until he got into high school?
It's very impressive. But Malik is pretty talented. He is very artistic. He can design shoes. He can, you know, you watch him like he's one of our best dancers. He can move. He flows out on the floor. Offensively, I think there's much more in there than he's shown at this point. I think he eventually is going to be a pretty good scorer for us also. He's fluid. He's a really good athlete and knows how to use his body and contort his body. I think that's what makes him what he is.
You said that a few times now that you think he's got more offensive game than maybe he's shown. Where does that belief come from? Do you see it in practice, or is there something that hints at that potential?
I see it when he's not thinking at all and he just has to make a play. And you go, whoa, that was pretty quick, that was pretty good. You need to do that all the time because you're capable of doing it. So for Malik, he had to learn, and is learning an entirely different system, offensively and defensively. So he is the type of young man that wants to get it right. So he's really trying hard to get it right. And I've said this many times, when you're playing and thinking and studying while you're playing, your instincts and your athleticism is out of the window. You're not either at that point. You don't look athletic and you don't look very instinctive. I think as we've been going on and he's learning what we're doing more, you start to see his instincts kick in more, his athleticism, and some of those moves around the rim that were in there. It's just that he was thinking too much to think about what he was doing.